That's what we want. Adjust that. Tapping in TV, intelligent ignorance. This be your boy C4 for show. Episode number 6. Episode number 6. That's what I'm gonna call this one. Yeah. We got a lot going on in the news right now. A lot going on in the world. So they just found Eric Holder guilty of the Nipsey Hussle murder, right? This was a cold-blooded murder. This was a execution, an ambush, a slaughter. Like, he did Nipsey bad. And unfortunately, I think Nipsey died in vain as far as everything he stood for. Even with how everybody came together for his funeral, how all the different sets marched and walked through the streets of LA and came together for his funeral. That was a great gesture, but in all actuality, that was all for naught. And it's unfortunate we come from that culture, but that's just how it goes. Ice Cube once said something that was so profound to me. He said, gang banging will never die. It's too much love. And that's the realest thing I heard in a long time. And he said this years ago. What happens is the gang becomes the family. The gang becomes the family. And Nipsey stood on what he stood on. Even on camera, you could hear him say he wanted to die behind his. He said, I'm willing to die behind mine. Yeah. Tapping in TV, intelligent ignorance. This be your boy C4 for show. In episode 6, we're going to talk about Nipsey Hussle, the trial. They just found Eric Holder guilty for the murder of Nipsey Hussle. Man, I'm telling you, I was a fan of Nipsey Hussle before he died, and I was a fan of Nipsey Hussle before the world was a fan of Nipsey Hussle. I would listen to the mixtapes. Bullets Ain't Got No Names, all the mixtapes. I was in tune with Nip, and I was in tune with his message. And even though he was a gang banger, or we'll say a gang member, and he pushed the line for the 60s, but within the content of what he was saying, he still was having a message. He still was saying something. He still had something behind him. Like, I don't necessarily think gangs is a bad thing. Because just think, you got motorcycle gangs, you got soccer mom gangs, you got all different types of gangs. It's just when you dysfunctional and destruction, and when you turn it down, that's the part that plays a part. But just having a gang, having a clique of people that all represent the same cause, ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you gotta defend yours and put somebody down to defend yours, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So it's not about the gang, but like, what does the gang stand for? Is it any discipline, for foolish acts, for uncalled for acts, or it's just wild west? Once you put that gun in your hand, see, that's the thing. Once the gun gets involved, at that point, all bets is off. It don't matter if a 15-year-old boy gets sent on a mission, right? He gets sent. Watch this, like those guys that killed Young Dolph. When you got guys coming at you like that, it don't matter about, a status, or money, a gang, or this or that. When you got somebody that draw down on you, at that point, everything else is out the window. So that's what I do in my everyday walk. You know what I'm saying? I maneuver like Jay-Z say. I maneuver in a world full of vultures. I just maneuver. I try to be two steps. I don't try to react so quick. I try to be reserved and try to figure out what's going on, soak it all in until I react. So yeah, man. But yeah, Eric Holder was found guilty for the execution style murder, the brazen, broad daylight in front of everybody. Fuck everybody, the kids, the fans, the everything. I'm gonna kill you, Nipsey, right here. I got that much hate for you right here. I want to end your life right here. I want to stand over you and kick you in your head and shoot you from your toe. They said Nip got hit from his toes to his head. That's what, man, they did Nip wrong, man. Dude got down on Nip. He got down on Nip. Man, Nip, you was that powerful, bro. He just, unfortunately for your death, but he catapulted you to icon legendary status. Like, and you was gonna get that anyway, Nip, in your life. And if Nip would have lived, he was gonna accomplish everything. If Nip would have been as big as he is now, even bigger, if he wouldn't have got killed, if he wouldn't have died. That's what I think. Cause like I said, I was a Nip fan. It's just this, but also it's a harsh reminder of the world we live in. It's a harsh reminder of the world we live in. Even with Tupac. Cause, you know, I'm from the Tupac era. He was one of the, you know what I'm saying? When Tupac was, if you lived through Tupac era, you understand that for that short period of time, Tupac was like how Lil Wayne was in that 1 year when everything was Lil Wayne. That's how Tupac was for his whole era. Everything was Tupac. Lil Wayne had that, y'all know I'm talking about when he was on everybody feature and he was super hot. When it was Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, that was Tupac. That's the best way I can describe it. It was all Tupac. Now don't get me wrong, you had some artists that was out, that was doing their thing, that still was platinum artists. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying the nigga in the era was Pac. He was a nigga in the whole era. They'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So Eric Holder, man. So I watched the video, man, and I tapped into that area. You know what I'm saying? Everything understood, don't gotta be discussed. And one of the homies showed me a video. He showed me an angle that everybody else ain't seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they seen it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the ones that they show at the court. It ain't the ones that you normally see. I'll put it to you that way. I ain't gonna say too much because I know who I know. And I just saw the video and you can see dude walking up, man. It's just like, man. And then it's just, man. So I tell you, that's a real teachable moment. And then Nip. But see, what's crazy though, right? This was crazy to me, bro. Nip was the type of nigga, just from what I gathered from Nip, that, like you said, he gonna die behind his. Like, motherfucker could have told Nip, man, dude might be on some bullshit, bro. Let's roll out, little bro. Nip the type of nigga, he ain't gonna, man, Nip be like, man, I ain't think about that nigga, fuck that bunch. Like, Nip just really want, you know what I'm saying, tripping on dude. You know what I'm saying? His whole mannerisms, he really tripping on dude, so. But at the same time, you ain't think a nigga just gonna walk up on you and shoot you like that and kill you. You ain't thinking like that. So Nip, like I say, it's so many ways to look at it, cause Nip was really who he was from his hood. Tapped in with his hood, you know, hustling, you know what I'm saying? A member of the Road 60s, put on for the set, you know, did things, did all type of, I'll say, underhand activities amongst they set, amongst they gang. That's how you get respect. That's how you get accepted. Like, you gotta be one of the ones that's known to be with the shit. To be with the shit, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, different type of shit to be with. You feel me? But you gotta be recognized as, are you one of the ones down with the shit? Just like they get that nigga named Sh-tty cuz. They gave him that shit cause he was with the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he got down on Nip, like, and then I saw some shit Cowboy said, talking about Yeah, man, that shit, man, bro, that just, every time I think about that shit, bro, motherfucker got down on that, man. Motherfucker got down on that. But I can't really see it. It's like this, like, even if Eric, I'm gonna keep it real. Right? If Sh-tty cuz never got down on Nip, if Nip still, when he got past, live his life, whatever, just the fact that he conducted business in the middle of South Central, on Crenshaw and Slauson, around real niggas, around these niggas, he was gonna get into something. And Nip is the type of nigga, even though he grown to celebrity status and he living on the hills and wife is a movie star and even he Jay-Z friends, right? He from that area, that hood, so he always gonna come to the hood. No matter what, he don't care how much money he get. He don't care how big he get, what celebrity. That's where he come from. He put on, he gonna be there. So that's a teachable moment, because it's like, you gotta look beyond what happened to Nip. You gotta look at everything. You gotta take it as a teachable moment. Like, Nip died. He died in vain. I hate to say it so harshly, but he died in vain, because for what he stood for, and he died in the hood like that, that just don't make no sense. It's just like a double setback. A triple, quadruple setback. And then he was building up the block like and then they said he had a meet with the LAPD about some gang violence and try to get better interaction with when police pull motherfuckers over. So it's like, wow, bro. Like, bro, we like, when we take out, okay, we know that police, have murdered black males. We know that, right? And that always hurts us. That always hurts as well, right? But it's like, when our own take our own out like that, it's like you quadruples taking everybody back. You take it. He killed Nip's whole movement. The Marathon store is closed. It's all closed over there. All that. That's what Eric Holder, Sh-tty cuz did for his. I'm not gonna say I can speak for the man of somebody like him, right? Because I know a lot of guys like him. It wasn't so much as he hated Nip. It was more he couldn't beat Nip. That's what he hated. He knew he could never reach that level. He could never reach to where Nip was. And he hated that. So he gonna take away and kill what he can't become, what he can't beat. It wasn't about Nip like that. It just, just think about it. Even, they say he trying to be a rapper. He known from the hood for what he do. His name's Sh-tty cuz, so he done some shit to be called Sh-tty cuz, right? They said the girl he was with, the female he was with, they said he come back to the car. She's excited that she took a picture with Nip. She telling this thing. And then in his mind, he want to be the nigga that, even though she with him, but he want to be the nigga motherfucker excited to say they took a picture with. He know he not gonna be that nigga, and he can never be that nigga. So he like, fuck Nip off those rips. So, and then Nip mind, right? You gotta think Nip mind at that moment, right? Successful rapper, movie actress, wife, baby with her, right? Friends with Jay-Z, friends with Diddy, putting on for the West Coast, nominated for the Grammys, like meeting with the LAPD, building, got what do you call it? The programs he had, and then he was conducting. He was conducting business and building his part of the community in an environment that he comes from, which is a gang-oriented, gang mentality-wise neighborhood. Those are the guys, when you go into the gas station, you could just be a citizen, college, going to school, book bag on. When you go to the gas station, the people that's gonna be in line, it's gonna be gang members. I'm just gonna put it to you that way. That's you know, Crenshaw, Slauson, and the areas we come from, inner cities, whether it be Brooklyn, Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, no matter wherever you're from. Like DJ Quick told y'all a long time ago, and I keep telling people this, when people get to talking about, oh, I'm from this block, I'm from this block. St. Louis is just like Compton. DJ Quick said that. Whole that. All this shit is the same. So I don't get caught up in what demographic, what geographic a motherfucker come from when he talking his talk. I don't get caught up in that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that video was awful to see. He got down on Nip like that, man. Like, man, that hurted, man, because I was just, and then Nip gave you that Pac energy. He definitely was, he said it himself, Tupac of the generation, that he was, because he was off the camera, he was off the mic, to where he left you with something, you feel me, where you could feel what he said. All the OGs, Masterpiece, Scarface, all of my motherfuckers love Nip, what he stood for with shit. So that shit hurt like a motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, Sh-tty cuz, like I said, I can speak to the psyche of Sh-tty cuz because I know and grew up with a lot of Sh-tty cuz. Like, they you know, niggas know who they is, they in the hood and shit like that, but they unhinged, like, at any moment. So I always keep them niggas at a distance, like, what's up, to keep it moving. I think that's what Nip was, see, Nip was, man, it's like, damn, you don't wanna criticize Nip for what happened to him, cause like I said, you ain't, in Nip defense, you ain't thinking motherfuckers just gonna come up, you just talk to this motherfucker, and they just come and get down on you, just shoot you, ain't even thinking like that. So that's just really making it so fucked up. Nip got down, like, you know what I mean? He out there taking pictures and shit and showing love, and motherfucker get down on like that, he ain't even thinking like that, bro. But like I say, it's a teachable moment, man. That show you what's out there. That show you the type of mental capacity, loose cannon, live wire motherfuckers that's out there ready to explode. Think all this shit that happened, man. So I keep it at a distance, man. I keep it at a distance, man. I cut, man, please, boy. The only thing I think, Nip, I'm not gonna say did wrong, because like I said, you can't say Nip did nothing wrong, because he ain't expecting for this motherfucker to just get down on him like that. He ain't even thinking like that. He out there chopping up, talking, he just talking to dude, and then like what Cowboy said, it ain't like he stunned on the dude, he just hollered at dude, woo. So he just chilling on his business. Ain't like he said, fuck you, bitch, you know what I mean? So he out there talking casually, you can see him out there casually, and the dude just come get down on him. You know what I'm saying? Dude just come get down on him, so you can't put that on Nip at all. You know, when people want to say he lack, it ain't that he was lacking or none of that. He had his spot. He had his spot conducting his business. He ain't got it in with Buddy like that. He just, you know what I'm saying, hollered at Buddy. Ain't like they had some type of bad deal or bad, you know what I mean, conversation or some shit. That's just a spur of the moment shit. Dude happened to see him and shit. Nip like, what's up, man? I heard woo, you know what I'm saying? And then dude come back and kill Nip and kick him in the head and all this type of shit, bro. See what I'm saying? That's the way a motherfucker gonna look at it who come from the soil. You know what I mean? Nip out there, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I said, like what Cowboy said. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take Cowboy word for the fact, when you look at that shit, Cowboy right there with Nip, while Nip laying right there. So he a nigga that's on the scene. You know what I mean? So nigga could discredit Cowboy, could call him a smoker or call him a snitch, whatever y'all wanna call Cowboy. I'm gonna take Cowboy word, the motherfucker that was right there with Nip while Nip got shot. Then you motherfuckers word on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say, man. He said, like I said, they didn't have no bad words and shit. Nip kind of just, and then you see Cowboy just got on the stand. The dude, you know what I mean? So he said the same story. Nip ain't called a man no snitch. Nip was just telling dude, like, and I can see it too. Like, yeah, man, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, man, everything good, man? Cool, yeah, it's cooler, man, up here, man. But yeah, man, check this out. Y'all heard they got woo, man. You know, we might want to check that out, man. Woo. I can see them giving it to him like that. And then dude, like, Oh no, man. They go, who? And then dude, you know what I'm saying, walk away. At that moment, bro, Nip ain't thinking this dude finna come back and come shoot me and kill me like that. He ain't even thinking like that, bro. So teach him a moment. And he's even in a conversation with the motherfucker, bro. So I guess Nip should have just been like, what's going on, man? And then dude, even though Nip knowing they got this shit, I guess Nip should have said shit and just let dude, you know what I'm saying, promote his rap shit. I guess Nip would have lived then, huh? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how it went, how that conversation went, man. But it says even though I wasn't physically there, I feel like I was there, and I'm learning from Nip's situation to where, okay, boom, I'm Nip, right? I picked dude. I know dude, his name is Sh-tty cuz I know he from the set. He put in work. He known to drop motherfuckers, right? I tell Cowboy, I wonder how this gonna go, right? And then right, so he come up, motherfucker talking. Cowboy said, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker was talking about his rap shit. You know, talking about, you know, y'all heard my shit or whatever. And then, so, I guess they was talking and shit. And then, goddammit, him and Nip was talking. And then Nip was like, yeah, man, I heard about woo-woo. You know what I'm saying? And then, I could see, because like I said, Nip ain't got no reason to stun on dude like that. And then he from a set. His name's Sh-tty cuz, so Nip ain't just gonna stand on dude. You know what I mean? So Nip probably just gave him like a little, pull his coattail on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nip probably pull his coattail and shit, right? But dude, he took that. But like I say, it really wasn't, it was about Nip, but it wasn't about Nip. That's what I mean. It was about Nip, of course, in that moment. But what I'm saying, it wasn't about Nip because, like I said, Nip represented everything that he wasn't gonna be. Even when he was talking to them about probably his rap shit, and they probably was blowing this shit off, or they probably weren't tripping on it, that shit probably was hurting them and tearing them down and then making them want to do some shit. You gotta watch everything talking to these motherfuckers, man. There's live wires around this motherfucker, man. You gotta, man, please. You gotta really, man, be calculated in your conversation. My conversation calculated for a motherfucker. You don't know what a motherfucker's going through. You don't know. You don't want to be the person they take it out on. So, cause me, I don't walk around like no live wire. I ain't no motherfucker. I'm not a live wire. A lot of people portray being a live wire. Like, for the most part, I'm chill. But everybody got it in them if that button get pushed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying not to get the button pushed. If I gotta push the button, it won't be on camera or on social media. But yeah, man, that's it, man. So that Nip shit, that shit gonna haunt me forever, man. Like, I'm just fascinated by it. That's how Nip's life ended, man. Just fascinated by this shit, man. Damn, what, Nip? Part just, I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna name all the rappers that got shot and killed, and that's what I'm gonna title the show. All the rappers that got shot and killed. I think I'm gonna go viral on that.